And that's a wrap. Day 3 at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry of Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi's testimony. I think today was the most explosive in terms of what we heard from the provincial commissioner. He named quite a number of significant people during his testimony today, speaking to the former Minister of Police, Bheki Cele, suggesting that he interfered in a disciplinary process against the crime intelligence head of counterintelligence and that of Major General Feroz Khan, claiming that he was trying to get the officer who was appointed to chair that disciplinary to resign from SAPS so he wouldn't end up chairing that disciplinary against Khan. Direct interference in SAPS internal affairs. That's what he's alleging. He also alleged that the presidency, and this was an interesting one, had also interfered in policing issues. That in about 2021 or so, that a group of detectives, a task team, was assigned to assist in a number of high-profile murder investigations that took place among executives and other high-ranking people within a private company known as Richards Bay Minerals in the northern coast of KwaZulu-Natal, claiming that after a year, this team had not really come up with much successes, and therefore he recalled them. But upon recalling them back to work from Durban, where they were still conducting their investigations, he received a call from the National Police Commissioner, Fani Masimola, saying that he had received a complaint from the presidency and that those detectives should be redeployed back to Richards Bay Minerals, bearing in mind this is a private company. And then I think another interesting one was dating back to the Richard Mdluli era, and that of the former head of crime intelligence back in 2011, who was accused of misusing or abusing the secrets or slush fund of crime intelligence, a case which he was never prosecuted on, which we believe is starting again according to Mkhwanazi. But Mkhwanazi suggesting that there was an instruction given out by the Inspector General of Intelligence to pursue prosecution against Mdluli, and then all of a sudden he's called into a meeting with the former Minister of Police, Nathi Mthethwa, as well as the Inspector General of Intelligence, Faith Radebe, at that time. He sits down in the meeting and Mthethwa says in a nutshell that I forced the Inspector General of Intelligence to write that letter indicating that we should prosecute Richard Mdluli, and that is not her decision. And it went on that Ms. Faith Radebe, or Advocate Faith Radebe, would go on to issue another letter withdrawing the charges or the prosecution against Richard Mdluli. So direct political interference within SAPS, something that's not new. Many of these allegations have been out there before. Mkhwanazi had appeared before the Zondo Commission in the past and made some of these allegations present. But I mean, he also spoke to a lot of other things. He spoke to the allegations of media and journalists, but certain journalists within this country that are pushing a specific agenda that's playing into the hands of certain drug cartels, or what he calls the drug squad. And it's quite a scary picture that he painted of certain journalists pushing a certain and specific agenda. But this is not the end of what we're going to hear from Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi. While he wrapped up his testimony today, we can expect to see him being recalled to the commission, called back to further give more evidence, present proof of some of the allegations that he presented in his statements over the past 3 days, as well as reply to a number of allegations that will come out, or claims that will be set forth in the coming days by more witnesses. For Eyewitness News, I'm Arun Singh in Pretoria.